to Panther Creek. Welcome to Nescahoning, the beautiful 14th Senatorial District. I'm John Yudichak, State Senator in Luzerne and Carbon counties. We're here today to talk about good paying energy jobs. And the first thing, coal refuse industry is very important to Pennsylvania. We had 15 plants. We're down to 13, and of those 13, we have 4 that are operating on a seasonal basis. We need to invest in the coal refuse industry, because without it, not only can't we do all the great environmental reclamation work that's happening throughout Schuylkill County, Carbon County, and in Luzerne County, we wouldn't be able to do what we're doing in northeastern Pennsylvania when it comes to turning mine-scarred land into economic opportunity. And what we're here today to talk about with this great legislative delegation that's here, my colleague in the Senate, Senator Dave Argall, will be next up to speak. We, with our team, Neil Goodman from Schuylkill County, Doyle Heffley from Carbon County, from Schuylkill and Berks, Mike Tobash, Jerry Knowles from Schuylkill County, bipartisan, Republican, Democrat, standing together for good energy jobs, for cleaning up the environment and setting up the next economic opportunity here in northeastern Pennsylvania. The only way we do that.
Thank John for hosting this today here in his district, and also to the representatives of Panther Creek Energy for allowing us to introduce this legislation at their facility. We were talking earlier that, normally this would be a really busy plant, a really busy room. The fact that it's so quiet is not a good sign, all right? That tells you that this plant and so many others like it are threatened all across Pennsylvania. This plant has done so much, along with its sister plants across the state, using local fuel, using local workers to create a lot of energy. And in so doing, they have removed massive piles of waste coal from all over northeastern Pennsylvania and western Pennsylvania, and filled many of those massive pits that a lot of us remember that once scarred our landscapes. And so the bill that Senator Yudichak and I are going to be asking for co-sponsors today does a couple of simple things, as he had mentioned. We're going to grant a 10-year extension to the program so that it can last until 2036. We're going to greatly increase the number of dollars available through the program. And something unique came during our discussions on this. There's some talk that the federal government may do something similar. If they do, we're going to make sure that the two programs mesh, which is a very good deal for the taxpayers of Pennsylvania. Businesses like this need to survive. That's why we're here today. Our children in places like Nanticoke and Nescahoning have grown up surrounded by a lot more green than John and I did when we were young. And our goal is that someday our grandchildren and our great-grandchildren will experience even more green, fewer gray and black landscapes as a direct result of this legislation. That, my friends, is what this is all about.
Thank you all for coming. So my name is Sean Lane, and I'm here on behalf of Olympus Power. We invest in independent power projects across the country, but specifically we're the owners of Panther Creek and Northampton. And I've got to tell you, I've been in the independent power business personally for 30 years, and there really isn't a group of people of which I'm more proud than the employees here at Panther Creek, at Northampton, and really across the entire coal refuse industry in Pennsylvania, and the industry itself, because we make an amazing impact on the lives of people, and it's an immediate impact, and it's something that we don't view it so much as a job as a mission. It's a really simple process. We do 3 things. We remove coal refuse from these abandoned mine sites. We take it to the power plants. We convert it to electricity. We sell that electricity, which pays for the remediation of those sites, and finally their restoration to, in many cases, what they were like before the mining began.
So thank you to the coal refuse industry. As you can see, Democrat and Republicans stand with you in Harrisburg. We want to protect these jobs, we want to grow these jobs, and we want to continue to invest in the environmental reclamation and the economic opportunities that come from this great industry.